Palworld Feybreak is officially live. There's a boatload of new content coming into the game and changes. I'm going to break down the entirety of the patch notes as quickly as possible. Before I get started, I do want to give a shout out to the channel members. If you want to get a shout out at the start of each video, as well as some custom badges that level up over time, and even some custom emotes for the live streams, then be sure to hit that join button today. But let's go ahead and get started here with some of the new content. First off, the Meow Meow from Terraria. They say that the Meow Meow is the first bullet-firing melee weapon in Palworld, and they go on to say that this is only a small taste of the Palworld Terraria collab, and in 2025, even more collaboration content is gonna be released. Let's go ahead and move forward into the new island of Feybreak. They say conquer the Feybreak Warriors, a new faction that dominates the island with the power of their missile battery camp. There's going to be some new resources here, the chromite and hexalite quartz. The chromite is buried underground and can only be found by using pals or items that can detect metal, and the hexalite quartz is a rare ore that only exists on Feybreak. Something else new coming in with the update is expeditions. You're going to be able to obtain supplies by sending pals out on expeditions at the Pal Expedition Station. There's a new mechanic called research. They say by conducting research at the Pal Labor Research Laboratory, you can unlock permanent passives and rewards that increase the productivity of your base. There are also now predator pals. They say that vicious predator pals will now appear throughout the world. These pals are extremely difficult to defeat, but those strong enough to take them down will earn rare resources in return. There's a new bounty NPC, which are dangerous criminals that have appeared all over the islands. If you manage to bring these crooks in for justice, you're looking at some sort of cash reward. There's a new stronghold and new stronghold boss, the attack chopper. It's a large and very difficult platform oil rig. They say great riches, important supplies, and more are stored here. A powerful attack chopper guards this rig from any intruder. There's also been a smaller oil rig added, the barge oil rig for beginners. The player level cap has been raised to 60 with new technologies coming out. There's a new raid for Xenolord. It says defeat the dark mechanical dragon that controls the Xeno army. Sphere modules, you can now attach modules to spheres to significantly change their trajectory, such as curving it, which in turn increases the capture rate. When it comes to new items, we're looking at the metal detector, pouches, double jump boots, air dash boots, revival potion, as well as some new cooking recipes. Most of those are self-explanatory. And then finally, we got something interesting here. The hardcore mode has been released, the ultimate challenge. Player and pal death is permanent. When Palworld first came out, I put this restriction on myself in some of my original playthroughs, and I would delete the map if I ended up dying, and you know, I lost a lot of pals that way. So this should be interesting, to say the least. And then they have something called random pal mode. They say you can turn on random pal mode in world settings to randomize the pal spawns. They're randomized by region, of course, but they're completely random. We're about halfway through here, and I'm definitely going to pick up the pace. Starting off, we have a new area discovery bonus. You're going to get some experience or points or whatever when you discover a location for the first time. There are many new weapons. I'm going to list these off. There's the makeshift SMG, assault rifle, and shotgun, old revolver, SMG, semi-auto rifle, semi-auto shotgun, laser Gatling gun, plasma cannon, compound bow, advanced bow, katana, beam sword, dark grenade, dragon grenade, ground grenade, grass grenade, and water grenade. On top of that, there's some new buildings, the large-scale electric egg incubator. You can hatch up to 10 eggs at a time, the guild chest, the item retrieval machine, the medicine rack, the flea market, the large-scale stone oven and a gigantic furnace, the skill fruit orchard, the gold coin assembly line, and then we're looking at ladders, the pure quartz mine, accumulator. There's basically a whole ton of new stuff coming into the game. I'm not going to read the description on any of that. The name should be enough for the most part. Aside from all of that, we're looking at some new skills, some bug fixes, some UI fixes, some player fixes, some PAL skins. There's a lot of extra stuff that's getting thrown into this thing that I'm just not going to spend the time to read out, though it might be worth coming in here and reading it yourself, because there are things like, for the player, for example, they've increased the maximum amount of power that can be enhanced by Liftmonk effigies from 12 up to 14, little things like that. However, I feel like, if you just jump into the game, those things are kind of going to make themselves apparent enough, or if they don't, then obviously they weren't that important. So that's all I really wanted to break down today. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have already jumped into Palworld Feybreak. I'm still setting up the live stream, trying to figure out exactly what we're going to be doing in Palworld. Now that a hardcore mode is out, I'm definitely tempted. Let me know down in the comments what you guys are up to inside of Feybreak. But other than that, I hope you guys all have an amazing day. I'm out.